Hi, welcome to day 10 of the Red Letter Challenge. My name is Wisniewski and I'm a freshman at Appleton West. I'm so glad you decided to be a part of this faith journey with us. Today, we're going to talk about fasting. What it is, why we do it, how we do it, and what happens when we do. Fasting is the exercise of giving up something important to you in order to bring yourself closer to God and realize just how much He provides for you. When you hear fasting, you probably think of giving up food, but food's not the only thing we can fast from. You can also fast from things like TV, social media, or even your phone. We fast because we want to remember what God has done for us and put our trust in Him alone and not in earthly things. The idea is that when you are longing for the thing you're fasting from, whether it's food, technology, or something else, you will think of God and turn to Him to satisfy you. So that's why we fast. How exactly do we do it? First, find something in your life that's meaningful to you, which you feel like you depend on. Then choose to go without it for a certain period of time. It can be a day, a week, maybe even a month. Then pray and ask God to help you keep your commitment. Fasting has been around for a really long time. Even Jesus fasted when He was on earth. He fasted for 40 days in the wilderness and gave us some guidelines on how we can fast too. In Matthew 6, verse 16, Jesus says, "Whenever you fast, don't be sad-faced like the hypocrites, for they make their faces unattractive, so their fasting is obvious to people. I assure you, they've got their reward." In Jesus' day, some people would make sure to be gloomy and sad when they fasted so that people could ask them what was wrong, and then they could talk all about their fasting and how holy they were. This is something we want to steer clear of when we are fasting. Fasting is between us and God. It's not a display that we're putting on for other people. Jesus knows that fasting is really hard. When He was fasting in the wilderness, the devil chose this time to come and tempt Him, knowing that He would be exhausted from fasting and it would be harder for Him to resist temptation. But Jesus overcame the devil, drawing on strength from God and the Bible, and that's what we can do too. Now that we know why we fast and how we do it, let's talk about what happens when we do. When we fast, we're letting go of the things that are important to us, leaving a hole inside of us. We spend time with God and allow Him to fill that hole with His peace and strength. This is how fasting brings us closer to God. The Bible makes it clear that fasting is a very strengthening and important practice which will help us to grow in our relationship with God. Thank you for joining us for day 10 of the Red Letter Challenge. We're going to take these last few moments to talk to God in prayer. Dear God, thank you for giving us the idea of fasting as a way to draw us closer to you. Guide us in our decisions about fasting, whether we decide to take this step during Lent or not. Give us strength to resist temptation. Thank you for giving us everything we need to lead a godly life.